you should be prepared to project your party. And you may say you don't have information, but you have the information. The information, first of all, stems from a belief that your party will do right and is doing right. The information that you have stems from you believing that what is being done with good intentions. That's what it means. Your instinct should not be to find faults. Your instinct should be to understand why things are being done and are being done for the good of the party and the good of the country. Okay? For instance, I will give you just one little example. The easiest thing to hit any government with is what? Corruption. Is that not the case? How do you define corruption? Simply put, corruption is what? Is using public funds for private gain. Is that not, or private ends? Is that not what it is? Okay? And what are public funds? Public funds may come from 2 or 3 sources: loans, taxes, and maybe grants, and maybe dividends from government assets. Now, let's look at what is happening in the country. Take education. You have a government that has invested in education than any government in the history of this country. And when you invest in education, where does it go? It goes in building the resources of the country. The human resource is the most important resource base. That's where the investment in education goes. This government has invested in the police than any government in our history. Yet we get accused of being corrupt. This government has invested in anti-corruption and government institutions as a percentage of even the budget, not just a percentage, in actual numbers, both nominal and real terms, and even as a percentage, than any government. Yet, you get accused of being a corrupt government. Where does the money go when you invest in anti-corruption institutions? When you see their budgets going up 2, 3, 4 times. Yet, we get accused of that. This government has invested in the army, the armed forces, than any government. The evidence is there. This government has invested in agriculture than any government. And I'm talking about both real terms and nominal terms, in terms of numbers. When you invest in agri, what do? It's in fertilizer, it's in extension workers. The evidence is out there, is in the warehouses that are being built. When you look into the record of this country, this government has invested in making sure that more industries are built than any government in the history of this country. Since Nkrumah, we were told Nkrumah was the one who was industrializing Ghana. How many factories did Nkrumah build? And how many factories have been built over the last 5, 6 years? Yet, we are afraid to talk about these things. This government, at least through Agenda 111, is investing in hospital infrastructure than any government in the history of this country. Yet, we behave as if we are not doing anything. This government, okay, had no plans, yet managed to invest over 24 billion Ghana cedis in rescuing the financial sector. And you know what is painful about it? The government took no credit for it. It actually got insulted. It's as if we've forgotten. We were, or some of us, we deposit in banks, how you will struggle to get your money, whether in savings and loans or in banks. They were about to collapse. And I haven't seen anywhere in the world where banks collapse and government guarantees you every penny that you had in the account. It hasn't happened anywhere before. Show me one country where this has happened. But it happened right here in so-called poor Ghana. 24 billion Ghana cedis. Imagine what that money would have been used for. Government still had its manifesto promises, yet there was a crisis that it faced and it found the money unbudgeted, 24 billion Ghana cedis. And we still wonder where the money is, where the money of Ghanaians are. When the government has invested more in agriculture, more in health, more in education, more in security, more in government institutions, more on roads, more on infrastructure than any government in the history of this country, and still found 24 billion to give back to depositors. And we wonder, and we allow all the propaganda to get to us, to hit our morale. It's pretty sad. I know that posterity will judge the Akufo-Addo government well. But we should not wait for posterity. Because if we wait for posterity, you know what will happen? Every government breaks after 8. Is that not the case? They say break the 8. Every government does what? Breaks after 8 years. Is that not the case? What you want to do? You want to cross the 8. You want to cross the 8. And if you want to cross the 8, you must be bold and proud of what you have achieved. You must be bold and proud of what you've achieved. You must believe in those who are leading this country, believe in yourself, believe in your party, and believe that when John Mahama comes back, it will be Wahala. For me, there's hope for this party. There's hope for this country. What we have to do is just to believe in it. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful conference, and I know that when Bawumia speaks, the nation will listen. The nation will hear. And the nation will believe what I've been trying to get you to believe, which is believe in yourself, believe in your party, believe in your government, and believe that we can cross and we shall cross the 8. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lawyer Gabi Ochudaku. Now to give the final announcement, closing courtesies, is our very own Lawyer Henry Nanabuache.
Commitment. 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 I'm here to execute a very simple exercise. Before that, we have highly placed dignitaries amongst us. They just walked in. We are privileged to have in our midst the majority chief whip, MP for Nsawam Adwajiri, Honorable Frank Okufo Enyedin Dompre. Honorable. Now, he is also a product of TESCON. He was a former Eastern Regional Youth Organizer. So you know today TESCON is also handling the leadership in Parliament. With him is also my northern brother, strong, energetic, affable, hardworking. He is a first-time MP in his constituency, yet the party saw the need to repose in him a certain level of confidence. Today, he is the MP for Tolon, and he is the Deputy Majority Chief Whip. Honorable Habib Idrisu. So, I have just been informed that the First Lady of the Republic, Her Excellency, our adorable First Lady and Mother, the beautiful Rebecca of His Excellency the President, she has just set off from her office on her way here. Commitment. I can hear her siren. Again, the economic avatar, the Baunomics, the Wale Adam Smith, the man every single Ghanaian want to hear. Now everybody, as I speak, the program that you are having here, your very platform, is the #1 trending story in Ghana as I speak. Tescon, you are great. Your platform is trending. The economic genius, he has also, I can hear his siren. He is on his way to the Pentecost Conference Center. Before we break out for lunch, and please, today we are going to be very strict, and not Nanabi strict. Today we are going to use the military and the police. We are going to break out for lunch, and in 30 minutes, the military and the police will come. Nobody is going to enter the dome. Please, I beg you. You shouldn't enter. We are all here. We want you here, but we are going to break for lunch. Before then, I want to introduce to you that in our constitution, the National Youth Wing set 5-member committee to review the existing regulations. We had Nicholas Lenin Anania J. Esquire. We had Charles Opoku, Eastern Regional Tescon Coordinator. Samuel Honorable Bedu, National Tescon Coordinator. Anthony Saki, Central Regional Youth Organizer. And Nketia Michael as a member. They have finished their work. They presented the document to the National Youth Wing. I also forwarded same to the National Steering Committee. And as I speak, the review document has been approved. So I stand here to declare to you that we have a new Tescon regulations which will be handed over to you. It gives a lot of meaning to Tescon, a lot of provisions amended, some reviewed, and more added. Copies, first of all, will be given to our regional youth organizers. They've done very well. So Saki, first copies should be given to them. We'll have an online version as well, so we'll push it out to you online. We are also printing as many as we can. Before we leave here, every institution will have a copy. This is the new Tescon regulation as amended. Signed, sealed by my good self, Henry Nanabuache, National Youth Organizer. So please, we are breaking for only 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes. The food is ready. Please, regional Tescon coordinators, I want to see your people back here again. Don't leave. Be disciplined.